In July, an asteroid the size of a football field hurtled more than 40,000 miles over Earth. Scientists say if it hit, it could have wiped out an entire city, and NASA admits it didn't see it until it was just 24 hours away. The flyby was 5 times closer to Earth than our moon at speeds of 55,000 miles per hour, and it's the closest rock to come this close in 100 years. Asteroid strikes are extremely rare, and one that could put our planet in jeopardy, even more so. Those kinds of strikes might only happen several times every million years. Our 5 on Your Side investigator shows us the efforts underway at NASA to better protect our planet when the next asteroid threatens.
It takes hundreds of massive telescopes like this one to keep track of tens of thousands, perhaps hundreds of thousands of asteroids in just one day. So many of them falling to Earth as meteorites, it would be more than 100,000 tons of material that could fill a coal car. Hundreds of thousands of near-Earth asteroids.
We have near misses all the time.
NASA says a few of them are miles wide.
Planet killers, some of them they call them.
I don't think people know what the implications of that could be.
And if a larger asteroid were to hit,
Massive, massive explosions.
Could be millions of people killed or seriously injured.
Scientists say the size of the asteroid or comet that wiped out the dinosaurs 65 million years ago
Would cause mass extinctions.
was about 6 miles wide.
It would only take one of those to put us back in the Stone Age.
You see the shiny stuff?
But scientists say a significantly smaller space rock
The item that we're talking about is roughly less than 200 feet across.
like the meteor scientists say caused the Tunguska event in Russia in 1908.
200 footer. That's it. It's all you need to destroy a city.
Cleveland State astronomer Jay Reynolds says the meteor that exploded over the Tunguska River vaporized an estimated 80 million trees and flattened 770 square miles of forest when the blast caused a massive airburst. But what if this, or an even smaller meteorite, would have hit a populated area?
A 50-footer, a 100-footer, difficult to detect, can lay waste a suburb, and you better believe it.
A small preview of the impact power took place over the skies of southeast Russia in February 2013. The Chelyabinsk meteor, a super bolide lighting up the daytime sky. The 50-foot meteor injuring more than 1,000, some 7,000 buildings damaged.
This event punched a hole in the Ohio landscape.
In Ohio, the ODNR Geological Survey has recorded 13 verified meteorites, including the massive Serpent Mound site in southern Ohio. Survey geologist Mark Peters says it was an asteroid or comet that pounded the landscape 300 million years ago.
Right at the junction of Highland, Adams, and Pike County, and left deformed rock over an area of 7.5 miles.
NASA and other space agencies over the past few years sending spacecraft like OSIRIS-REx to asteroids like Bennu, collecting samples, trying to determine how to create a planetary defense system utilizing concepts like a gravity tractor or other ideas to change the trajectory of asteroids that could potentially threaten the Earth.
Do you blow it up? No. Maybe paint one side of it to black so that the sunlight will actually push it into a different orbit? Or do we put charges on it and basically engines and thrust this in a way?
Fireballs or bolides captured on video around the world have helped to keep the growing need to track asteroids in the forefront of the public, NASA, and the European Space Agency.
Optical telescopes are used to track asteroids.
Dan Everly, the president at the Warren Rupp Observatory, says private telescopes are also playing a major role in asteroid tracking.
They're willing to share, they're willing to teach, they're willing to help.
And groups like the Richland Astronomical Society at Friendly House Hidden Hollow Camp getting children involved in astronomy, inspiring future asteroid trackers. But the society says more funding is needed.
They really need to get on board with this and learn how to get out there in space and push them out of the way.
Development of a planetary defense against a 1,000,000-to-1 catastrophic threat that is now becoming less science fiction and more science fact.
Because one of these times we're going to face it. So, and we need to be prepared.
And meteorite strikes here in Ohio are so relevant that the Ohio Department of Natural Resources Geological Survey says it gets more than 100 calls every month from residents who think they found a meteorite. You can check your stone. A link to the ODNR site posted right now on news5cleveland.com. Reporting near Mansfield, right here at Rupp Observatory, I'm 5 on Your Side investigator Joe Paganakis.